Why am I toxic?
Christ, over.
Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic?
Ladies and gentlemen, DSP here, and welcome to my review of a game that I waited 5 years to play. A game that I eagerly wanted to play. That's 100% a lie. Finally, when we heard they were making State of Decay 2, the past couple E3s, we got information about this game. We're all getting hyped for it. 5 years in development. 5 freaking years in development. This Microsoft Studios exclusive game. So you're thinking, wow, 5 years, all the stuff they're going to add. I'm sure there's going to be tons of new enemies, new game mechanics. The graphics will be groundbreaking. The story now will probably be multi-arcing, going across several different regions and areas and groups. I can't believe, it could be like the Walking Dead virtual simulation game, right? Guys and gals, I cannot wait. I'm serious. I cannot wait to play that with you guys on stream. How much fun is it going to be to make fun of that piece of shit? Because you know it's going to be a fucking giraffe piece of fucking donkey fucking disgusting, Lincoln Log mess. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to tell you, State of Decay 2 is none of those things. State of Decay 2, sadly, seems like 5 wasted years to me.
Oh my god, you fucking...
For the most part, it feels almost exactly the same as the first game, albeit still with annoying bugs, and you're like, with 5 years, they couldn't figure out how to fix these silly bugs. And honestly, less content and less story than the original game. Yeah, as stupid as that sounds, 5 years in development, they actually put out a game with less than the original game. Alright, so let's get to the review. First of all, full disclosure here, the game itself, State of Decay 2, is only $30, United States denomination, half price of a full retail game. So from the get-go, you realize you're not getting as much content as you're going to get in a full retail game.
You could do what I did. You could get the Ultimate Edition, which has 2 DLC packs coming up in the future, apparently, for this game. Okay? And it's more money, but you get to play the game early.
You open up inside of a prison/military base, and you're running through trying to kill zombies and survive. By the end, your friend gets bitten and infected, and so you need to find a cure. You run into a security guard guy who says, I can help you. You got to go talk to the doctor. You run into a doctor. The doctor's like, well, we can help you, but we can't do it here. This place is overrun. Let's go try to find a town locally where we can scavenge resources to try to help this person. So you leave the introductory area of the game, and you head out to one of 3 locations. There's a plateau, there's a valley, there's a third one that honestly I don't remember because I didn't play on it. And all these maps are exactly the same premise, but they just look different.
3,000 years later.
Angry because maybe you don't have enough food, and one guy's real angry, so you have to get more food or else... So in my playthrough, what did I do? I ended up being a warlord. I was killing a bunch of zombies, micromanaging everything, and then at one point I basically hit a wall where the story said, well, you can't do anything until you kill more plague hearts. 10 of them! And they take a long time to kill because you need explosives to blow them up, but you need the resources to craft the explosives, but when you're trying to get the resources to craft the explosives, you're running out of other resources, so you need to micromanage that and go get other resources. Once those resources are rejuvenated, then you can finally craft the explosives to go look for a plague heart, but then you need to have gas and repair your vehicle so you can go drive around looking for the plague hearts. When you finally find the plague hearts and you destroy one, now you've used all your explosives, so you have to go back and get more resources to make more explosives, but then you can't get those resources because you need to replenish the resources that were depleted while you were trying to do the plague hearts. Oh... Do you see what I'm getting at? The entire game of State of Decay 2 is a grind, and it's repetitive, and it's boring, and it's not very entertaining. Maybe every once in a while I found a rare gun that's really powerful. Great, and you'll enjoy that rare gun for 5 minutes until you run out of ammo, and now you have to micromanage to try to craft ammo. See what I mean? Like, the entire game just becomes this grind. Sadly, State of Decay 2 does not have the grouping narrative that State of Decay 1 had. State of Decay 1 had a definitive story that took you through set places and had you moving your different settlements throughout the game, and this does not exist. In State of Decay 2, it's just about survival of this one settlement you have, whatever the philosophy of your leader is, destroying plague hearts and finishing a set amount of leader missions, and the game ends. Actually, what ended up happening for me, it took a while. It took me like 4 or 5 hours to destroy all the plague hearts. Then it started giving me the warlord missions again. Oh, go kill the survivor group. So I did. Sometimes I had to go in and just sneak in and kill one. Sometimes the survivors were already being overrun by zombies, so I just had to kill the survivors and the zombies off. And then once I killed all the survivors, there was a final showdown against a group of people who didn't like me. It was very anticlimactic. I just pulled out an assault rifle and blew all their heads off, and the game ended. And that's it. There's no definitive story ending. There's no benefit. There's no big rewards, to doing the game. It's literally grinding for the sake of grinding. Once you complete the game, you get a ton of achievement points, and then the game gives you the option to restart from the beginning and say, do you want to keep 3 of your survivors? Yes, of course, because your survivors have all these levels in their era. And now you can start a new region. It randomly generates you into a new region to just start the whole process over again. So it's a never-ending loop of survival and micromanagement of resources. But the story's missing. There's literally no narrative. So they took out a critical part of the game that made the first game interesting. Why on the holy hell they did that, I have absolutely no idea. It makes the game worse in my opinion. The other big problem with State of Decay 2 is that there's a ton of bugs. Now, I've seen certain game reviewers say the game's unplayable. I disagree. The bugs that I ran into are as follows. In some invincible enemies, for some reason I couldn't kill certain zombies, they were invincible, but that was few and far between, not a big deal. I was not paying any attention to my gas. And now I'm murdered by someone invisible. Amazing. Once again, just quickly saving the game, restarting it, fixes the issue. But what if you're in the middle of a critical mission, which happened to me? I was in the middle of a mission trying to destroy a plague heart. My follower disappeared. Now I have no backup, and my character actually perma-died because of this.
You're playing a fucking video game, you idiot.
5 fucking years in development, and this game is this rife with game bugs. That's pretty pathetic in my opinion. And that's fucking sad and pathetic. It really is.
That's just fucking sad,
For the 15 hours or 14 hours I did, I ended up getting hundreds and hundreds of achievement points. Every hour, I would get like 3-4 achievements. Just bling, bling, bling. They hand it out like candy. Pretty crazy. Number 2, the game does have online co-op. I did not play the co-op, so I cannot personally say, oh, it's good or bad. All I can tell you is what I've heard from people who told me during my own streams who tried it, and other game reviews I've read, that basically the co-op is fun. It makes the game fun to co-op with your friends, but your friends are basically just drop in, drop out help. They don't actually get anything out of playing. In addition, I actually heard the games, when you play it in co-op, actually has way more bugs than just the ones I experienced during my campaign run. So already I was frustrated at the bugs. Now imagine you're getting double the amount of bugs when you're trying to play the game. You probably would want to rip your hair out, okay? In summary, State of Decay 2 is a fun... So I mean, the game is not fair. It's broken. The game is horrendously broken.
What a great game! Absolute garbage. The game still sucks. Your game sucks. Your game is still a piece of fucking donkey shit.
I mean, what on earth? How do you take 5 years to make a sequel to your game and do everything wrong?
I was doing everything right.
And they did. Like, this game is literally half as good as the first game. I just can't get it. 5 years, and you don't know what people are looking for. The best score, the absolute best score, being generous, that I can give State of Decay 2 is a 5. 5 out of 10. That's the best I can do. In my opinion, it's just a waste of time. It really is the ultimate time waster. Yeah, the game's not good. I'm sorry, but, the most I can give it is a 5 out of 10. So I give it a 5. You charge half, you deliver half, I give you half. 5 out of 10. That's my review for State of Decay 2.
When I play a game, I pride myself on being able to give you my honest reactions to everything that you see during the gameplay. You're not going to get smoke blown up your ass. You're not going to hit, oh, well, I'm playing an early version of the game that I was gifted because I'm an elitist gamer who basically is better than all of you. And I can't give you my opinion on the game. I could play it, but I can't give any opinions on the game because there's an embargo until the middle of this week. So I have no idea why I'm even playing it this early because I can't even tell you what I think about the game. It's just 100% jealousy. But there you have it, give me ridiculous amounts of money and views. Views, views, views. I don't want to be Mr. Views because I'm playing the game early, which I completely am against. As you guys know, I hate that practice. I hate that game publishers cherry pick special people who they deem are the elitist group of gamers who deserve to get extra views and money and to promote their games. I think it's I disagree with it. I think that it hurts the industry. All that happened is earlier this week, a bunch of people saw 3 or 4, cherry-picked people playing this game early, and they got a ridiculous amount of views and money for it, so they made tons of money doing it, and all it did was do nothing, because they couldn't actually do any valid commentary on the game, because there was an embargo on it.
Because I got survivors with better abilities, and I know how to do stuff a little bit better than the first time I played it, but it's exactly the same survival game. The only difference here would, obviously, if I made Gwen or Leonard the leader this time, it would be a different kind of community where probably you don't kill everyone, but instead maybe you have to master trading or master being friendly to people. But it's all the same. That's it for my playthrough of State of Decay 2, guys. I hope that you at least enjoyed it and you saw what it was at face value. Thanks for watching. Good lord.
Fuck it, next game.